Hey, hi everyone. This is Russell Fullers for a brand new webinar, or a brand new live today. So it's been a while that I have been a little bit out of my video activity because of some, personal matters. And so yeah, I'm coming today because I have a few, a few updates and to share with you guys. So I'm gonna be touching on a couple of points. I'm gonna be talking now about an update on the PPP forgiveness and especially the tax implication of it. Okay. Um, if you're new to the channel, my name is Russell. I'm a tax and accounting and strategist, and I have been helping a lot of business owner, to basically save a lot of money on taxes and also individual taxpayer. And I also assist on helping with bookkeeping. And now, or recently, I have been adding some more layers on the expertise that I have, and I'm going to share with you in a few moments. So I'm going to be actually talking to you today about the tax implication of the PPP forgiveness or PPP money that you guys receive, whether you have, got the forgiveness or no. There's a tax implication you guys have to know, and that's the reason why anyway we're going to jump on it when we get to that point. So I'm also going to talk about a new coming area where I'm going to be sharing expertise and experience with you guys, which is the digital marketing. Yeah, and once we get to that point I will talk a little more about it. And the third point, it will be the big Black Friday offer that I'm going to make to all the followers. Okay, and the last but not the least is the new opportunity that I found to help small businesses, or actually any person, whether you are a business owner or a W2 worker or even a student, and you want to make additional money on the side. Yes, I have discovered and I have implemented a strategy that I'm going to actually announce or share with you guys on the last part of this video. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, like I said, the first thing you want to do is to actually subscribe, or and also hit the notification bell. That means anytime I go live like this, you will actually get a notification about what I'm sharing. So without further ado, the first part of this live is actually to talk about the tax implication of the money that has been given out to you guys. You guys, as a business owner, self-employed, or you name it, if you are eligible to apply for the PPP and you got the money, you need to know about this. Why? Because what happened is that the care acts that actually introduced the PPP and that allowed people to business owners to receive money about it, said that the PPP money should not be taxable. That means they give you money for free. I mean, they give you as a loan. When you make it a free money, it should not be taxable. Okay, that is what was said on the tax, on the tax bill, on the US bills, chaos. So actually what happened on the application, sometimes the law is there, but the way you interpret it and you implement it sometimes changes. So the people in charge of it, and especially the IRS and the Treasury Reserve, so they actually say that, hey, the money that they are giving to you, assuming that is forgivable, is forgiven, okay, yes, we will not tax it. I mean, we will not count it as an income. That's what's called not taxable. It will not be counted as an income. But what will happen is that the expense that you have used the money to incur or to pay, those expenses are not going to be deductible either. What does that mean? It means that if you are a business owner, you receive 20 or let's say $100,000. They are telling you that that $100,000 will not count as an income. But normally you spend the money, because in order, and that's the reason why I created a program to help you guys to get 100% forgivable. I hope everybody has been taking advantage of it. Otherwise, not 100% of the money you receive will be forgivable. If you go into my Facebook page or business page, you will see what is in there. It's actually a pink. That means you can see it once you get there. It's a PPP expense tracker that helps you to get all the money forgivable. Now, once you get the $100,000 forgivable, in order for it to be forgivable, you have to spend the money on eligible expense. That means you pay for employee, you pay for utility, you pay for rent or mortgage and stuff. Yes, those are expense. In the normal course, those are business expense, right? That means when you are actually claiming, trying to figure out your net income, right? You need to claim those expenses as a business expense. But the IRS and the Treasury Reserve says that, hey, you're not going to claim those expenses, right? Those expenses are not deductible. Guess what? Whenever an expense is not deductible, it means you are paying more taxes. Imagine a $110,000 expense. If they don't deduct it, that means it becomes an income, because your income, let's say your income is $100,000 and you have $10,000 deduction expense. If you don't take the deduction, that means you are paying taxes. That means your profit will be, if it's the only expense you have and you don't deduct it, it means what? It means that your net income will be $100,000, the same $100,000. That means you are paying taxes on $100,000. But if you take the deduction, the $10,000 deduction, it means you are only paying taxes on $90,000. That's what it means taking a deduction, a business deduction. So if you are they give you maybe $50,000 as PPP, and the $50,000 was forgivable. Now you get the money not be included in your tax, in your income. Now on the expenses side, if they are saying that you don't claim the $50,000 expense, it means you are actually paying taxes on that $50,000. So the CARES Act was a measure to help small businesses. So that's the reason why some organizations like AICPA, that's the organization for CPA, and some other, not-for-profit organizations are still pushing that the IRS can actually allow, not the IRS, that the Senate actually, because everything comes from there, that the US Senate and and House can actually come together to allow the deduction of those expenses, because the point here is to actually help small businesses. That's not for a big company, it's for small business, because if they don't allow you to take 100,000 or 50,000 deduction of business expense, that's a big deal, because you're still going to be paying tax. That means it's not going to be completely forgivable. That's the point. So that was the first thing I wanted to share with you. So I will stay tuned. I will follow up with you guys whenever, if it's finally forgivable. That means it's not taxable in your income, and also the expense that you use the money to spend on are not are also deductible. That's what it means. So of course, if you have question, you may also ask on the comment of this video. Yeah, that was the first thing. So that's the reason why, the first reason why everybody will receive the PPP money, you have to seek an accountant. You have to look for an account. You have to consult for an account, because a lot of people, especially self-employed and business owners, are going to be surprised. Right? They are going to be surprised with the treatment of the money they receive, whether it's a PPP money or it's even the AIDL money. You will have to consult with your accountant, especially even now, because by December there's nothing else that's going to be changed, right? That by December you have to be consulting your accountant to know what will be the outcome, if there's a strategy that could be implemented before the end of the year to actually ease the pain of whether you're going to pay the tax or you're going to receive the refund. So yes, that was the first point I want to share with you guys today. It was actually the update on what is called PPP expense. And because I'm in the tax industry, I thought that is very important for every business owner to know and not be surprised by February 15 or by January when they start filing the taxes and they think that, oh, the tax professional didn't actually let them know. I mean, even though I don't know you, I can actually let you know to be aware of what's going to happen. Okay, so the second point of this meeting is that in order to get your business running and being successful, there's a tool that we always need to add to it. The most important thing is not only to have a good business, you have a good product and provide good services, but if you don't reach out to, or if they don't reach out to you, I'm talking about your consumer, or your customer or your potential customer or your prospect. If they don't come to you, or if you don't even know where to find them, you will actually think that your business is not good. Maybe you have to just shut the door, as a lot of businesses have been doing with the COVID-19 because they didn't know how to adapt. In order to adapt, you need to think differently. You need to have a different strategy, a different marketing strategy in order to survive with this environment. So that's the reason why my team and I will come up with some digital marketing strategy and digital marketing tools to help a lot or any business owner out there to actually navigate through this pandemic without any pain. Okay, so basically all the tool and the program that you have designed is actually meant to help you, to help CPA and tax professionals just like me, to actually be able to keep still making or actually increase the number of customers they can have, right? We have the strategy and we have those tools that we can actually share with them actually for free, because we didn't pay for it. We pay for it to use, but we are actually able to actually share those strategy and those tools, those marketing tools with you guys. If you are a CPA or tax professional, if you are a local business like repair shop, beauty salon, and gym, you name it, or if you are even an e-commerce person, that means you have your store where you're selling on Amazon or Shopify or any other e-commerce platform, and any business in general. So if you are one of them, yes, we have the digital marketing solution that we're actually working on it, and it have been helping a lot of business owners out there. So it's about what? It's basically about website. It's about sales and lead funnel. Today with the COVID-19, nobody can actually do the business without website. Okay, because everything you do, we to find you, people will actually go online. Hey, repair shop near me. If you have no website, maybe you have your Google business account, but it's not enough, because your website actually helps on the search engine optimization, because when you work design and you put a lot of good content in your website, it helps to be found online. So you have what is called a lead or sales funnel. Today you don't do business if you don't have your lead. If you don't have a list of potential customers, that is what is called, actually, that is what a lead funnel help you to get. And we have all of those tools now available that we have been using to actually increase, to get around sometimes 50 to 40 to 50 customers or new potential customer every week without spending a lot of money. So we have those tools. We have what is called email marketing software, because today the strategy now is to work on the email marketing side. That's the reason why if you open your your inbox now, you will see massive email that you receive every day, because that is how things are being done now. Okay, but the strategy is not to just send spam email to people, but to actually help them to see, to want to open your email, to want to know about you, actually to want to pay or purchase your product. That is not only the strategy that we have, but the tool we also have to share with you guys. So if you are an entrepreneur, you are selling something, you are wasting your time every day to go on Facebook and start talking about something. If you're not doing something behind that, or beyond what you just go on Facebook and post 2 or 3 articles, oh, I do this, or I'm a hairdresser, I do this. If you don't do nothing about that, chances are that at one point you're just going to stop and think that you are wasting your time, because you don't see the return on even your investment in terms of time You don't see the return on investment on that. You're gonna stop it, not because what you are selling is not good, or not because what you are selling is too expensive. There's nothing, there's no such thing as too expensive. It's just that you don't know who you have to find that will buy what you are selling. If I sell this pencil for $1, somebody can sell the same pencil at I don't know, $100, and he will still find people who can purchase this pencil for $100. You just need to find them, and that is what we help people to do, to figure out where are the people who can purchase the product at the price. Okay, so that is one of the points, and we use those strategies. We use the combination of all these things. We use, you need to use those on your website if you have one. If you don't have one, it's not a big deal, but you need one. You can use those sales funnel, lead funnel. The sales funnel actually will attract and help people to want to purchase your item once they get into your shop, right? And now the other tool that we use is what is called script generator. The script generator is what you need to write whenever you want to send an email to somebody. If you want to send an email to a prospect, what email do you have to send? If somebody opts in your email list because you are implementing the strategy that made the person come into your email list, what do you send him as an email? We have those, we actually have those templates to tell you exactly what you're going to put there. If you want to make a post on Facebook, you want to run a Facebook ad, what do you write? What type of, depending on whether it's a cold lead, warm lead, or and hot lead, what type of email script do you need to use? If you want to actually run or write a sales page, you want to post what you are selling, how do you know? How do you get, if you want to run a webinar, what are the content that you're going to use to actually attract people to actually come to your webinar? So we have that application that is our script generation that will actually help you to get all of those. And now what will come with that is the webinar platform. We have a webinar platform that will actually help you to create webinar just as what we have created. On the last point of this video, I'm sharing what you have created. You will see what we have created with the webinar that will allow you not only to hold live or on-demand webinar, but also to actually sell them. Okay, but most importantly, those webinar platform can also allow you to have some type of video meeting, just like Zoom does, without you have to pay. All these tools, I'm telling you, you don't even have to pay for it, even though they cost from $15 to $40 monthly if you have to have them. But we will make sure that you use those tools just as a bonus to help you increase or scale your business if you are actually a business owner or you are selling a product or service. The last but not the least is the e-learning platform that we have developed or we are working with. The e-learning platform allows people now, it doesn't matter whether you are in the church or a gym person, you own a gym, or you are in the restaurant, it doesn't matter your industry. A lot of people now are doing courses. How much, if you are running or selling courses online, how much do you pay to actually use a platform that can actually host and sell your courses? Imagine that you can have that for free. All of this is just an offer for Thanksgiving. I mean, yes, for Black Friday. So after November, all of these tools are going to be at the right price, at the price that you can actually see online. Whether you want to use, you are in the business where you run a lot of landing page, you send a lot of marketing activity, and you send a lot of email. How much do you pay for email? Imagine that you can have those for free right now. So I will tell you how to get those for free. Okay, so basically those are the points that are included in the digital marketing activity that we have included in our services. Okay, so I talk about Black Friday. Yes, on the Black Friday portion of this video, I just told you that all of this marketing solution are basically almost free. Yeah, because whether you want to pay $1 or $20, it will not be 1/10 of what you should normally pay to use those applications. That's why I'm saying that those software and strategy, because we also run weekly coaching training to actually help you how to implement the strategy using those marketing software, those marketing application, okay, those marketing tools. So basically, that's the reason why as a Black Friday period up to the end of November, we will be allowing you guys, business owner, to take advantage of those platforms to scale or get actually 20 to 30 customers, depending on how much time you have or how much money you want to invest if you want to use Facebook ad to get new customer. So basically, as a Black Friday, the other thing is that for our consulting, normally our consulting hour is $150. Any consulting you need with us, whether it's about a tax issue, a tax situation, I mean, you receive a letter from the IRS, you need an advice on how to go on it. Of course, you call the office, you book an appointment, it's $150. We talk, we explain to you what are all the options, we tell you what to do, and so on. We tell you how to avoid being to receive not more dangerous letter from the IRS. Those are advising that we will do for you, and it costs normally $150. Or maybe you have an issue with your accounting, you really don't know how to go by with your accounting needs and stuff like that. You don't know the implication, you don't know whether you should hire what type of software you need for your accounting. If you call our office, it's actually $150 per hour. If you are in your business or you want to change your business strategy, you don't even know what to do, whatever question you have, or it's even in the marketing side, right? You don't know what strategy to implement for your business, whether you have to focus more on SEO or on digital marketing or social media marketing, or which social media platform you want to focus on. You need advice on that. It's normally $150 per hour. But with the COVID-19, I mean with the Black Friday activity, yeah, we'll be giving 50% off on all of those services. That means if you call, or even on the online business, because what you don't know is that we also run online like Amazon business, and we advise on it. We actually provide training and coaching on it. And we know the people who sometimes call me know that we charge $150 per hour in order to help you through the process of navigating your Amazon business activity. That one also is a $150. But for the Black Friday until the end of November, it will be just $75 per hour for the people who are going to book the appointment, okay, and get those services done before the end of November. So those are a lot of businesses or consulting business that we are giving actually for free or 50% off, because we think that everybody has to take advantage of the Black Friday moment. And the next thing is the tax planning. The tax planning is a big deal. I have been going on weekly webinar on Sunday only to explain every Sunday a tax strategy and how much you can save by implementing this tax planning. Okay, so those tax planning, when you are convinced that, or you don't even know that everybody or every business can save on taxes. Everyone likely to save in taxes, because if you don't consult, and you don't consult with a CPA to actually guide you into how to structure your expenses, guess what? You are overpaying in taxes, because there's a way to structure your business expense. Or if you are just a taxpayer, a normal entry taxpayer, there's a way to structure the normal expense that you make that will help you receive tax advantage. There are so many stuff. I think maybe next week I will be running a new webinar on how you can actually save $150 on taxes just by doing or paying what you normally do, what you should have been doing, what you don't have no choice but doing, how you can save up to $150,000. I will be running a webinar next week probably. I've been out of it for a couple of weeks, and yeah, next week I'll be running a webinar to show you, as a business owner or as a tax professional, or as an individual taxpayer, how you can actually use this strategy to save up to $150,000 in 1 year. Okay, so those are what is called tax planning. So tax planning, we go through all the process, all your income expense, and we advise you, and we not only advise, but you see the opportunity, and now we can implement the opportunity with you, and we can also do the follow-up. Those are two different tax brackets. We charge normally from $1,500, that's $1,500 for the first plan, which is actually go through all your tax situation. I mean your income and expense situation, whether it's for your business or for your own situation. Guess what? If we can save you $5,000, you are better off spending on $1,500 to save $5,000. I will do it, and I think everybody will do it too. That's the reason why you will say, oh, why is it that those rich people don't pay taxes? Because they invest in how not to pay taxes legally. Okay, we're not talking about scrapping strategy right here. So basically, if we help you to figure out and tell you exactly how much you will be able to save, we charge $1,500, and if you have to implement it, we tell you what to do. It's up to you to implement by yourself or to consult with somebody else. It's like a doctor tells you that you're suffering from this, and he tells you that this is the medication you need. You go to the pharmacy, right? You start telling them, I need this medication. They tell you what's the type of medication you need. You will say, okay, I don't know, let me go back and ask my doctor. You call your doctor, you say, okay, I went to the pharmacy, but they need more specification. Well, in sum, what you need to do is that they give you the solution. Now you go and implement it, right? Or the doctor can prescribe something and also provide that medication to you, or tell you exactly how to get, or hold your hands and go where to find that medication and actually purchase that medication for you and give it to you. That is the second plan, when we implement the strategy for you, and that costs $2,000. Okay, so with the COVID-19, and everybody is eligible. If you are making, most of the time say, if you are making $70,000 and more, and you don't consult with the tax planning, 100 or 99%, because you never say 100, 99%, 99.9% of people who are making $70,000 or more are overpaying taxes if they are not consulting. And consult doesn't mean a lot, because normally I do initial consulting with all my taxpayers. When I finish the taxes and I see the area of opportunity, I will actually tell them, especially if there's an area that they didn't take advantage of. I mean, I help them with that. I put them, or I can tell them, okay, come back, we work on it. So it doesn't cost a lot, but it's a lot of money you can save. Okay, only not poor, but average people, we overpay in taxes, but the only thing that we do is to complain and say the government has to go. You have to do this, you have to do that. It doesn't matter whether it's the government X or government X or Y. It will be the same thing if you don't consult. It doesn't matter whether they change the tax law or not. There will still be a room for you to save in tax, because remember, the tax law is not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you. That's the misconception that people have. The tax law is meant because people sit there on the Senate and the House and say, hey, how can we help those citizens with with taxes? That's why they will create those provisions, they will create those laws, they create a lot of things because they want to take advantage of it. But guess what? Nobody is taking, unless the people who are friends with those people who create those tax laws. The IRS is only there to actually implement them and make sure you guys are respecting what is there, right? So those tax laws are not meant to hurt you. That's the misconception. The tax law is not supposed to be hurting you, because if it hurts you and you cannot pay nothing, then there's no money for the government. It is meant to help you to pay the least amount of taxes. Otherwise, there will not be tax law. They will just tell you that you have to pay this amount. It doesn't matter whether you make $10 or 10 million. You have to pay this amount of money. This lump sum amount of money. That's what they will tell you, right? So basically, that is what you need to know when you think about tax law. Now, if you want to take advantage of it, you have to consult, because if you can choose not to consult, but if you have to do the research go into the tax law, even taking tax training. Just as what we do, we offer some type tax courses to help you understand your situation, whether you have a debt or you want to know if what is the best strategy in terms of owner compensation, because you're a business owner or you're a partner or your partner of the business. What type of compensation are best for me? We have training of that to help you to understand better. If I want to hire my son or a family member, how is it benefit to me? How is it benefit to me if I want to hire a family member for a consulting? You have to know this. You have to exactly know. We have training of that, right? It's to help you to understand the situation, because the law, imagine that you can actually hire your son or your wife or your grandma or your dad and have tax benefit on that. Imagine that, right? But how many people know? But they spend money on that, right? They spend money on their children or their brother on their business, and they don't even claim it, or they pay the person on the table because they don't want to claim, oh, I have so many employees. No, but you don't know what is actually advantage to you. And we already had a webinar on that. If you go to my page, you will find it. And now those courses are actually on the web course and webinar that we sell for money, because it has a lot of value. So those are plenty of stuff that are meant to have you understand that you have to, if you're making $70,000 or more, or you're a business owner, you have to consult, because right now there are so many loan opportunity to business owner, and some friend of mine in different states were calling me to say, hey, yeah, I saw this opportunity for a business owner, can you help me to do that? Or they book an appointment to help me. When I asked them to send me the financial document, income statement, because whether it's a loan from the government, whether it's the federal or local government, or it's a loan from a normal bank, no bank will give you money just because you tell them you need money. Even if it's a grant, the government will need to know that you are in the need. How do they know that you are in the need? They need to know your financial. If you are not keeping your financial, how are you going to have those money? Right? So I have to tell them, oh, you have not been keeping your numbers. What are your financial transactions? Because you keep 2 or 3 invoice doesn't mean you are tracking your expenses, because there's no way you can provide a normal, accurate income statement. If I want to give you money, I want to know how much money you're making. There's this type of maxim that people say you only loan to people who have money, right? If I want to give him, I want to see that you are making money, because if it's a loan, I want to be able to know that you can actually pay me back. So how do I know you can pay me back if you don't actually record your income nowhere? Your income is in your head. I even have some business owner on the retail industry that I ask them, do you know how much income you make daily? They say no. They just don't know how much they make daily, because at the end of the day, they will just go there and go into the cash register, try to count the money that is in there. There is no way you can have accurate information about that. If there's no way you can have accurate information about those data, then guess what? You are overpaying taxes, or you're taking some risk that are not worthless, that are worthless actually. Okay, you are taking some risk that you don't need. You need to track your expense. It doesn't cost a lot. It's just a matter of discipline. You just have to discipline yourself to say, okay, I have to, and you do it for your business. Okay, so yes, those are the area where we are. That's the reason why on the booking side, right? On the booking side, we are actually helping those people, because if it costs a lot, yeah, normally we charge for doing your bookkeeping, we charge for doing your CFO services. I'm not going to go into detail about what CFO services. If you need to, we normally provide payroll service and not payroll services as well. We normally charge all of these services separately. Your bookkeeping plus your CFO services and your payroll services is always around $500, around $500, sometimes more, depending on how much income, how much transaction you have, or how many people are in your payroll plan. So we normally charge 500 and more for that. So for the Black Friday activity up to November, if you contact us today and from now to November, you can have 50% off. 50% off on 500. That means it's $250 that you can have to have your bookkeeping, your CFO services, and your payroll services for up to 5 workers, up to 5 employees. Yes, if you are interested on that, you can contact us. You might know how to contact us because I'm gonna put the link, or you can also go to our business page, Host Tax and Accounting, on Facebook page, or on the website hosttaxact.com, and actually, book the appointment, book a schedule call for us to be sure that we have all the needs, or we can actually help you. Because if it's so bad, we do want to be okay, you know what, 500 is not going, 250 is not going to help you. You need more than that. You need a package more than that. But actually, we are actually giving that for 250 now. So yes, that is the fourth point. The third point I want to share with you, and the last point, and not the least, is that also for the people who, because of the COVID-19, has been kept at home, and a lot of them are struggling, right? A lot of them are struggling because they are not receiving money in, or even though they are receiving money in, it's not near what they were supposed to receive. Imagine that you were working and receiving, I don't know, $100, and now they're giving you $60. Are you really sure that $60 can solve the problem you were solving with $100? No. And some people are not even receiving none of those $60. Or you are still receiving the same $100, but you feel like you have some room that you can use to make money because your needs are increasing, right? So basically, we have this opportunity that we have discovered for the last 12 months, and people have been implementing them and getting results that we thought that we can actually share with you. Yes. What is it about? It's about the possibility of implementing a strategy right now that can actually help you to make around $500 weekly as additional income. That is just a plus. It's not your full-time job, but it's the opportunity that we found in our strategy that we say and that we have used to make additional income, that we think is worth it to share with other business owner, or even anyone in general. That means whether you are a W2 worker, whether you are a self-employed, whether you are a student and want to make some money, or whether you are unemployed and you just there struggling because you didn't get the money, you didn't even get unemployment, or I mean, the unemployment is only in the US. If you live in France or in Italy or in Cameroon, in Africa or in Australia, I'm not quite sure that the strategy that is implemented in the US to help people who are not going to work will actually work the same for you in your country. And this applies to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're from, and what you look like. As long as you can have a computer and a connection, internet connection, yes, you are eligible to actually implement those strategies. Guess what? I started this strategy this program, this new program, not the strategy, this new program that I'm offering, and I was saying that it was actually free. I was getting people in there free, but we also can see the number of participants that we can handle for free. Now it's not only free no more. That means now we are offering that training at 500. Okay, if you feel like okay, you want to be able to make $500 every week, and you have the time and you dedicate yourself to implement the strategy that we are gonna show you, and you are ready to invest 500, after 1 month, if you didn't make the money, you can actually receive the money back, because we know that if you actually implement what we show you before the 2 weeks period, actually after the first lesson, you will be able to start making money after the first one. Okay, So that's the reason why we think that it could be a $4,000 program. But the point for us is just to help as much as possible business owner or individual person in general. It doesn't matter whether you are in France, in Italy, in Germany, or it doesn't matter where you are. The only condition will be that you are able to have in your possession a computer and a connection to internet. All of that is done from the comfort of your house. I'm not talking to you about whether you have to invest money. You don't even invest money to nobody. I'm not telling you that you should invest money there and get the double after 2 days or 3 months. No, the money that you are paying is just because we don't want to do it for free no more. Okay, it's not that we want you to invest somewhere. We just teach you and we provide to you all the strategy, not only the strategy but all the tools you need. Basically, we help you. In order to make money, you have to sell something. I don't see selling something, I see provide value. Okay, imagine that you go to a training as a medical doctor, as a pharmacy. You get your training in pharmacy. At the end of your training, your instructor or your school opens a pharmacy, provide the pharmacy with a medication and gives you the key of the pharmacy, and you have to sell all the medication that are in there and keep 100% of the money. That is what it means. Okay, that means we provide you with the training and the strategy. That means we offer you a pharmacy, for example, and we also tell you where to find the people who need medication, right? And they give you the medication. You don't have to pay for it, and you just sell the medication to them because they are sick, they need medication, right? So you sell it to them, you keep 100% of the money. That is actually how you need to picture this opportunity. Yes, that means we show you the training, we tell you how to use the strategy, what the solution that you are going to provide. We tell you where are the people who might need that solution, and now the solution that you are providing to them are actually provided to you by me. You don't have to pay for it. That's why I said you can actually have a pharmacy already loaded with the medication, and every month the pharmacy is loaded by the medication. You still don't have to pay for those medications that are inside. You just have to sell those medications. That's the only thing you have to do. Yes, and you can do it from the comfort of your house. You don't have to invest nothing. The only investment will be your time. Actually, the only investment is your time, okay, and your dedication. That's the only thing you need to be able to succeed on this strategy. Okay, so this is actually what I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you have last question. I don't see the question here. Let me see. I don't see a lot of question. I guess that it was good, and I'm going to stop here, and hopefully I will come back today or tomorrow with some more clarification. Again, if you are new on this channel, what you need to do basically is to subscribe on the YouTube or follow us on Facebook. You should also hit the notification bell if you want this type of content on the weekly basis. Okay, so yes, this was Russell for us, and you guys have a wonderful beginning of the week and a wonderful day. Ciao.